beloved, oh beloved, I call out to the greater divine forces that lives within, that surrounds thee. Adonai, Adonai, Adonai. Thank you, Aralis, Azariah, Azariah, Azariah. May what I speak here today be free from all distortions. May what I speak here today be filled with clarity and of a higher order. May any presence that seeks to shame and be filled with guilt and hide in the shadow realm to create chaos, it will leave and find its way to peace. May it get the help it needs. Alright? I cast it out for all good into the great eternal flame. Thank you. So, I do have some notes with me. This one certainly never mind the machinery, in the background. May this be free from all mechanisms and mechanics and ticks. And remove them here thee. Okay. Aho, beloveds. I shared today from a place of deep observation. Okay? Deep observation, sovereign awareness, and spiritual alignment. Everything I speak of comes from the sacred connection to the Divine Mother, my higher self, and the eternal flame within. Okay? This is a bit of an story time, as well as clear note-takings on the observations that I had made afterwards, and what is true. Okay, so I basically was in a gathering setting, and typically I like to dash directly for an open area that is solo, just sit back and observe everything. So I already have a name picked out for this for this one, and truly I'm sure it is not just myself out here that occupies such spaces, and hopefully this helps break things down to insert a new higher perspective and gain higher awareness to the high level trickery that goes on out here in this world, and true daredevils that live up to their title and so forth. Okay, all right, so I am sitting alone in this space. Okay, for anyone is like, why go to a open setting if you want to be by yourself? Well, there's no even if there was a playbook and rule book, nobody, this, now I'm a bit off topic, but not really, is going to tie into the story. Been in places such as a job, you're so used to performing and feeling like, okay, unless I do perform and perform well and highly to these tasks that's been permitted, I have to put on a brave face every day, even when I am truly distraught and not feeling like it. You know, you just want to handle your task or whatnot and then leave. So cut the performance. Everything else is pertaining to that kind of individual, and truly it is just too much psychological stuff behind it, right? Of hidden forces integrating with you and your body parts because you're so split from the trauma being had of you know, retaliation or other things transpiring because you're not playing a character every single day. Okay, so to continue, anyway, I'm over there, and I never seen this individual before. So we're going to give, I'm being instructed to give this person the name Susie. Okay, little Miss Susie. She's smoking you know, the cigs and all these things, and all these things, the, you know, it's so many things now, right, to create brain fog and any other gens and stuff, but all of that's happening. And she's walking with another individual, a male. Call him, well, it's actually irrelevant. So she just comes over, does this, you know, hi, what's your name, right? So you know, that performance thing where you feel like whether you have to or anything of that sort. But it was something odd. But you know, sometimes when experiences are happening so dominantly fast or whatnot, it may take you a couple more seconds to think about it or whatnot. I know I'm a very deep thinker, so I'm going to think about stuff. So and especially with realizing too, the palms of your hands carries energy, it carries ports, you know, that's a clear violation or leakage way into your vessel. When you don't know any better, you have to be aware. So shake the hand in a moment, and Susie starts just blabbering some things. The first thing, you know, they began, you know, it's pacing, it's a bit of, you know, anxiousness, the eyes are darting, it's, you know, we're moving back and forth and all this stuff, so I guess anguish or whatnot. And just plainly put, you know, start saying how they did one night stripping and they made a boatload of money, $500 this one night, right? Originally from I'm not I guess that's not even important, but originally from somewhere, and now they're here. And they had one night at stripping, and basically making it very enticing. Yeah, you can do this and that. It's an open door. The more you know, the more that enters, you know, it's a nice place. So I just asked, okay, do you plan on, foreseeing that long term? Oh no, I don't know. And then she then thought about it, a couple seconds, and was like, now that I think about it, I'm hearing that it's a great way, it's a gateway, okay, to a lot of things, and I know I can move up. And then she mentions, just like Nicki Minaj, mind you, this individual is Caucasian, just like Nicki Minaj, and I want that Nicki Minaj money. So I'm like, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I'm like, okay, that's interesting, right? So I just bust out laughing. And it's funny how my spirit works, because remember the handshake, okay? So my spirit naturally was like, well, before I ask this next question, she then goes to, yeah, I want a bunch of bitches to come live with me. Be moving real soon. I'm gonna move into a studio. I want a bunch of bitches to come live with me. Let that sink in. There's a lot of things that happen here. Trust me, break it down. Right? Just let that sink in. So next, I do another laugh, a double take, and because honestly, truthfully, that was just the only thing that could come out my mouth in a moment. But then what was so funny that happened next? My spirit turned around and had me ask for her number, and it caught her off guard. So I got the number or whatnot. Because mind you, outside of the words, energetic exchanges are happening, and as well as a leakage of with your spirit when you are unaware of the energetic exchanges that's going on. This is a wizardry world, okay? There's a lot of stuff going on. So right after that, more Caucasian women approach her, this young lady. They all introducing each other, and if you haven't followed up with my other video, there's two different ones. Why not to pity the heathen? And then it's another one, I'm gonna let y'all do the rest. Go watch that video, because one of the individuals that approached me like they knew me or whatnot, they were also one of the ones who, I guess, flocked to the same individual. They now have a lot of resources and all kinds of things to, help one, right? It's plain observation, but I'm there, so you be blind if you want to. Nobody, introduced themselves to me or let me know where else to possibly look if I was even looking, right? So I do find these things very, very important to pay attention to. So after they all walked away, Susie begins just not towards me, but remember, she was with already another individual, so she's just blabbering off the mouth. The smile completely dropped back to the smoking the cigs and everything, and just looked dark. like already a plan is formulating. Okay. So okay. I'm just the observer in this. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin to break things down. So 1, let's go back to the encounter and social observation. You know, again, during a recent gathering, okay, I observed the dynamics of the people that was around me. Susie was present, and I could hear fragments of her conversations, personal whereabouts, and commentary about others. I noticed that many of the, others that looked like her, Caucasian women, flocked around her, sharing insider information, yet none approached me or introduced themselves. This revealed a profound spiritual truth. Support is often conditional, especially in energies that do not resonate with melanin vibrational frequencies. Okay. Performative allyship and surface level interactions can attempt to extract energy from those with deep innate power. Alright. Me personally, I remained centered, singing and focusing inward, fully aware, but not entangled. Of course, I don't take nothing personal. I saw how some attempt to manipulate or harness melanin energy as a foundation, feeding narratives or agendas, often disguised as ambition or social engagement. Okay? Let that sink. It may take a little time to even digest. All right. 2. Energetic and occult awareness. I discerned subtle energetic imprints in interactions, particularly a handshake that was very, okay? No, we don't do that. All right. So, particularly a handshake that carried undertones of control. This was not merely social. It carried the signature of occult influences, including Crowleyan ideology, Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt, and Freemasonry ritual energy. Okay? I don't give people the benefit of the doubt. I observe you. Watch. Alright. Mostly those who are still in a lot of self-sabotaging mindsets and follow rituals and the calendar and everything else. Some are genuinely unaware, yet still. It's like a loose circuitry in the back of your mind. So it is a sense of occult and elitism stuff. Them isms, okay? There's something there, and I'm just not gonna play with it. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. I ain't gonna play with it. I know I ain't. And I knew something was off because, when I got from around there, my hand was tingling. some real stuff. That's how close I am inside of me. You gotta pay attention. I don't play with people. Okay. And yes, you may feel like you're getting past one hump, but oh yes, they're gonna send someone that look like you to go ahead and reel you back in. And you thinking it's sweet or easy peasy or that y'all on the same team. They do this all the time. Watch them. So, and it's coming from someone who has studied, okay? I may have been did. But I seriously studied. Not, oh, let me pick up the book of 48 laws of power so that I can go and do the same thing, manipulate others and da-da-da-da-da. It's some real stuff out here. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Put that down. Okay. So, in conscious alignment, I return my energy. Okay. I neutralized any bindings and called forth divine cleansing. Immediately, I requested the number as an equalized energetic exchange. Remember, I threw that Susie doozy off by asking for the number. Yeah, that wasn't expected, right? And so I knew, okay, that's divine spirit. That's my higher self working. Okay? So, fully aware and without hidden agenda. Okay? Fully sovereign. Because in the moment, I have learned to just, even as I move and spirit moves through me, I have learned to just even observe these interactions. I don't get in the way or any of that. I observe even my own self. That's how much I self-reflect. I gotta self-reflect. That's very key. That's very key. Okay. So, 3. Vision in divine cleansing. Cleansing. Okay. After invoking cleansing, something interesting happened. I closed my eyes and received a profound vision. A pair of melanin hands. Ooh, okay. Cloth and white appeared, holding beautiful crystal water. The hands of the Divine Mother, and my higher self poured the sacred refined water over my head, washing me clean of all imprints, bindings, and energetic manipulations. Next, I saw that my locks grew longer in the vision, symbolizing spiritual growth and anchored power. Golden sparkles shimmered, illuminating my divine, or my being with divine light. I felt even tingly directly in my right hand. Okay, a sacred activation of creative and healing power. The womb area experienced like a deep clench of some sort, signaling no signal. It's funny because over time you're gonna be stopped from even saying certain words out your mouth. So please, I don't care about all the pop stuff. Anyways, energetic release, transformation, and preparation for purpose, right? So then I had like probes in the left side of my heart, indicating deep emotional and spiritual inspiration. But to each his own. Y'all do your own. Just. Whew, okay. So 4, affirmation of sovereignty, right? I fully acknowledged that I am cleansed, renewed, and sovereign. I walk unbound from false contracts, social manipulation, or energetic death. My higher self and the Divine Mother are my constant guides, ensuring alignment with eternal light and purpose. Okay. So I pound it. Anywho, sacred observation of energetic dynamics. Later outside, I observed a bird shadow fly over me while Susie and the others were nearby, accompanied by the sound of a train. So that was showing me my nature guardians were certainly there, present and around, right? The bird shadow for me symbolized a subtle spiritual messenger, unseen support, freedom, and perspective from higher realms. The train sound was even significant in that moment, signifying movement, momentum, and transition, showing that my path is divinely guided and unstoppable. Okay. Even in observation of others' behaviors and manipulations, I remain anchored in sovereign power, seeing clearly without attachment or entanglement, right? And you know, it's so interesting. This same, I don't even want to go there. I don't want to go there. But the same individual, today, Miss Susie, basically reintroduced themselves to me as if that never happened. Y'all better stop playing, because they playing games on your body and in your body if you let them. Real talk. Cut that noise. Anywho, 6, 7. That might be 7. I observed, reflection on shadow and light. I observed the presence of individuals driven by survival, ambition, or shadow energy. One person embodying false light and manipulation revealed the energetic script of demonic or shadowed industry dynamics, attempting to lure or hook attention through cultural narratives, objectification, and power extraction. So in my response, it's possibly why my higher self just had me laugh, right? I laughed from higher consciousness, a sovereign recognition of my immunity to manipulation, maintaining presence and energetic clarity. I have ended all bindings, released all energetic agreements, and reclaimed my power. My body, mind, and spirit are fully aligned, protected, and radiant. I keep seeing there may be bumblebees. They found me over here. Stay away. Okay. I certainly call back all of my energy from any and all dynamics that were not serving my highest good, and definitely an attempt to create low self-esteem. Yeah, watching. For real. How many young girls got enticed by some buffoonery like that, right? How many of our young ladies got warped up in that? Because they thinking these people are fun to be around, energetically, you know, monetarily, right? It's not a game. You know how many get stuck, lost, or I hate to say it, but bleeding out in a bathtub because they keep being lied to that that's a lifestyle that they want. It's not what you want. Too many golems and shadows up in there. It's a whole feasting arena. It's not what you want. I get it. The truth is not popular. That Nicki Minaj money seemed fun, or funner, or quicker. But that's a whole nother one that has tarnished and ruined a lot of innocence. You know, you don't know what's going on backstage. But I also found it like kind of cruel. Why you ain't say no wake up in the morning and feeling like somebody? Why you ain't say that lady name? Why you approach me on that kind of time? You know what I'm saying? You see how they so disrespectful? Shit is not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. That also learn too, what you find funny and that sense of humor can certainly drag you down. There's so much devastation on this planet. It's just not funny. And the ones that want to hold hands with you and keep you down there, I know you're feeling it the most, because it's not funny. That's a scary place, and it's somewhere you truly don't want to be. It's truly like a black hole. I never seen nothing like it. And it's more painful to me because, you know, my melanin woman is so much more than that. So it's sad how certain you know, them ones that like to play the wolf in your yards, they pretend like, yeah, we give you a good time, but they playing off of your insecurities. They hoping you don't love yourself. Or they hoping that you hands out and fast forward that paper. You gotta start burning them dollars. Remove that witchcraft. Let it go. I smile so gently. I can feel my higher self, everyone. The guardians all clapping and stuff. It's not easy. Really been real. You'd be surprised how others act or what they do when they looking to belong somewhere. You'd be surprised, but don't be that surprised. Be aware. They're out here looking for somewhere. They go to anything to take them in. It's like the young sons, and then they end up where they end up. All for that home feeling, what they looking for, to belong. But them is your cutlery places. They get in your body parts. Okay, cause it's about to be some disturbances. It's gonna be some high altitudes. Alright? So let me leave y'all with this. I honor the Divine Mother, my higher self, in all sacred guidance that flows through me. All purification, activation, and growth are anchored in my sovereign will, divine wisdom, and eternal flame. This is my witness, my observation, and my truth. I walk fully in alignment, energetically free, and divinely empowered. Aho!